This week on Kentucky Afield, pitching and flipping is a great way to put bass in the boat, and we're on Cumberland with Bill Day doing just that.
God, that's a good mare.
Next, archery season may be a few months away, but if you're going to get a new bow, the time for that is right now.
There it
Matthews
is.
verdicts.
Then, it also happens to be the time for catching big red ear sunfish.
Oh, look at here.
It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl.
Yeah, boy. That's a big rabbit.
Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look at it, it's a keeper.
Here it goes! Boom!
Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. There are many different ways to catch a bass, but when the fish move shallow, one of the most exciting ways is flipping and pitching the bushes. So we're out here this morning on Lake Cumberland with Bill Day. Bill?
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's early April. We know that there's a good chance a smallmouth could be on the beds, and largemouth probably aren't too far away, are they?
You know, this time of year when the trees are budding and the pollen's thick, there's gonna be fish on the bed somewhere. I got a feeling though it's gonna be more of a spawnish type of deal where we're gonna be flipping some bushes and maybe throwing some wacky rigs around, but we might end up throwing a frog before the day's out.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited. Let's see if we can't put a couple fish in the boat.
Let's do it.
All right. Bill, I know you've traveled throughout a lot of the southeast and northeast as well, fishing tournaments. What is it about Lake Cumberland that makes you like this lake so much?
Man, it's so diverse, you know. I mean, you got everything here. You can flip these bushes this time of the year, and then you can throw a swim bait here in about another 3.5, 4 weeks out there for those post-spawn smallmouth down on the lower end.
Oh, yeah.
In the fall, you got all kinds of topwater action. And then, of course, you know, there's variety too. You've got 3 brands of bass to catch, stripers. And I think the walleye fishing's getting good, and I know the crappie fishing is really good right now. So Cumberland's got it all, you know, and the drawdown was the best thing, obviously, that could have happened. That's created all this undergrowth.
Yeah, everything we're fishing here wouldn't have been here had it not been for 30 feet off the lake for 8 years.
Exactly. When I first started coming down here fishing tournaments in the fall, if you caught 7 pounds, you got a check. If you caught 11 pounds, you win. Now, even in the fall, during the tough times, 11 pounds, a lot of times won't even get you a check. 7 pounds, you just don't even weigh them, you know.
So in the last 15 or 16 years since you've been involved in fishing, it's changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
You know, fishing styles have changed a lot. You know, I first started fishing, everybody was doing this right here all year long. They were just fishing, going down the bank. But then with the advent of all these scanning and electronics, you know, things have definitely, there's a bite.
There he is. There you go, fish number 1.
That ain't what we're after, but gotta get the skunk out of the boat.
Here we go.
Got him. Getting dialed in.
They're all about the same size. That's not exactly the size we're looking for, but it's the right species, and you got to start somewhere, right?
You sure do.
You got a fish?
Yep.
There we go. A little better fish too. You don't have a net, do you?
No.
There you go. Nice job.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's got a pretty good sized mouth on it. I'm looking at the belly.
That's a male.
And it's,
pretty sure.
yeah, well, I think you might be right, because it just doesn't have the bulk to it, does it?
Nope.
But that's a good fish.
I bet his girlfriend's a big girl.
I bet she is. I'll tell you what though, it's bigger than the last couple, so
Yeah.
there we go. We're moving in the right
Warm it
direction.
up.
Does this lake typically have a little bit of color, or is this just due to the rain we've had?
No, actually these creeks have a lot of plankton blooming in them. Of course, the rains will give them color too, but we really hadn't had that much. Oh, there's one right there swimming with it.
There you go. Sure it is.
That's a good one too.
He's trying to shake that bait, isn't he? There you go. Nice job, Bill.
Thank you, bud.
Now that one you never felt, you just saw your line
I
move.
just felt him tugging around on it.
You know, you got a really sunny day like today, wearing sunglasses will help you see that line move, because that bait,
Exactly.
you never felt that fish
That's
hit. You
right.
just said my line's running.
Exactly. See you, buddy. Let's run across over there, guys.
All right. If we're gonna do some idling, I'm gonna get rid of a jacket, because I tell you what, this black is heating up.
Come on. There you go.
Another 2.5 pounder.
Nice work.
Tried to get me wrapped up in that bush there, didn't
He
he?
was mean to you.
He was trying to be.
There's one. That's a good one.
There you go.
Hell, he ain't as good as I thought, but he's all right. He had me fooled.
So one thing you're doing here is it looks like you've either added a little bit of spike it or some type of chartreuse on the end of your tail there.
Yeah, we add a little bit of that stuff to that tail and it makes it flash and just, I think they react to it better.
Yeah.
Just the contrast alone is probably the trigger, but you know, who knows, I'm not a fish. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's a good one.
Now we're talking.
Show off.
This is the reason that you find shallow water in Lake Cumberland. For a lot of people who come out here and fish this lake and think, oh, it's a smallmouth lake. A lot of good spots and a lot of good largemouth in this lake. Flipping and pitching, I tell you what.
There's one.
You got it?
Yep.
There you go.
Got me wrapped up. Come here, Bessie. There we go.
There you go. Catching a lot of very similar fish.
That one there had me wrapped up a little bit, which is typical with this time of year. That's why you got to go with heavy line and a good stout rod, get it up over top of the debris and the limbs and whatnot. Go in there and make babies.
Big babies.
Big babies.
Oh, there we go.
Get him. Don't be scared. Oh, that's a good one. There you go. Nice.
We'll take it.
Good work.
Uh-oh.
2-minute penalty.
2-minute penalty right there.
There's one. God, that's a good one there.
That is a good one.
I told you there wouldn't be no fish over here.
Yeah. So let's just move on out of these unproductive waters.
Yeah.
About the time you stick a 3.5, 4 pound fish.
Nah,
Three pounder.
he looked a lot bigger in the water.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Tell you what, you come out here and you stick those all day throughout the day. We've had quite a few fish in that size already today.
Yep,
You
this
can't
is
beat
good
that.
for 11 or 12 pound limit in a bass tournament. But then you get those 2 6-pounders and all of a sudden you're at 18.
You got to start there though.
You got to. There's a bite right there. What? You know, there's a bite right there.
You know, Bill, we've had a really, really good day. We didn't catch the big fish, but we caught some quality fish.
Quality enough, my back's hurting a little bit. I'm getting too old to have this much fun.
You know, it's one of those things. If you get out here and you want to try to target fish because they're up close to the bank or in some brush, flipping and pitching is a really good approach and a good way to do it.
It is. Thanks for having me today. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Whitetail deer here in Kentucky are already starting to develop new antlers. And you know what that means? Archery season is not that terribly far away. Right now is the time to get that bow out and make sure you're ready come September. Hey Paul.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you. I can't tell you how excited I am to get a new bow and get set up today.
All right, man. Well, I'll be more than glad to help you. I've got your bow right here.
All right. Take a look at it. There it is.
Matthew's verdicts.
Fantastic. I'll tell you, this year I was lucky enough to go into the ATA show and I shot probably 20 or 30 different bows. And this was the bow that I really thought fit me the best. For me, this is like Christmas. Getting a bow ready to go and getting familiar with that bow and ready to go hunt is one of my favorite things in the world to do.
That's great.
So this is something that has gotten popular over the last couple of years, is a single pin.
Yeah, single pin.
Adjustable single pin. And what I've noticed on shooting one of these bows is I can set this thing to about 20 to 25, and I don't think I've had but 2 or 3 occasions in a deer stand I've even had to move it.
Right.
You're going to shoot, the difference of going out to 40 yards, you're looking at...
It's minimal. It's not much.
Just aim a little bit higher on
Yeah,
the back and you're pretty
that's
good.
right.
But it gives you the option if you decide you're going to go elk hunt or
if you go out west or something.
go
yeah.
out west, pronghorn hunt, or do something,
Yeah.
and you want to take 65 and 70 yard shots, I've got the ability to do that, and it's already set and ready to go.
Exactly.
Fall away
I love
rest.
that rest. That's a...
This one actually comes from Matthews, and but I think this, who makes this rest, do you know?
QAD.
Okay, QAD. So this is similar to what I shot on my last bow. 3 years, never had a minute's trouble, so I'm excited about that. And all the rest of my components really are just Matthews components, their quiver and their stabilizer. We already know my draw length, and this is the bow that I'm definitely going to go with. So I guess I am going to put a peep on it.
Okay.
And maybe a knock.
Yeah, we can definitely.
And I've already got all my materials kind of picked out. I know which direction I'm headed. So think you can get me set up and ready to go
Yeah,
today?
boy, I can fix you right up.
People ask me all the time, what kind of rest should you shoot? And there's a million choices.
There
it really
is
is.
a million choices.
But I prefer the follow away. But you really, for a person that just says, man, I'm just looking to keep groups like this, and I'm going to hunt. It's hard to beat a whisker biscuit.
Yeah,
too.
whisker biscuit's so simple. It's really hard to beat. We'll put the sight on it too. Now, would you like your sight out further away from the bow?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. I'll put it in the middle hole.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Put it in a press here, and we'll pick you out a peep sight. We'll get the loop put on. Center your rest up next will be what we do.
So how many years have you been doing bow setups?
Man, ever since I was a kid, I was probably, I don't know, I was probably 12 or something. First time I set a bow up, something like that.
But this store's been around for before you, huh?
Yeah, it started in '72. I was born in '80, so yeah, it's been around way before me. Go ahead and run the rest and do everything that I need to do while it's in the press.
So these are the type of things that if you were to go buy a bow and need to have some of this type of work done, you have to have a bow press to do what you're doing right now, don't you?
I mean, really, you do have, I mean, to run it through the cable and stuff like it really should be done, you've got to have a bow press.
So people ask me all the time about all the different ways they can buy a bow and arrow, and I always tell them, go to your local pro shop.
Yeah, we see it all the time. People buy a bow online and then bring it here and end up thinking they got a deal online and end up spending way more than what it would have costed them if they just come here in the first place and had it set up right.
And a lot of frustration.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There's nothing worse than a bow that you're having a rough time tuning and getting that thing to shoot right.
All right, brother. I'm ready for you to pull this thing now.
Ready to shoot it?
I'm ready for you to pull it.
Okay.
We can set your peep sight.
Ready? That is, the size of that peephole is matching the ring on that sight.
That's exactly what we want.
Perfect. I mean, I'm losing almost zero sight window. That's perfect right there.
That looks good. That ought to work, brother. It's like a good fit.
Yep.
lot of times, you know, you're gonna have some peep rotation and stuff like that. But most of the time, you know, after you shoot a bow several shots, after the strings get seated in, you can take it back to your shop and they can put it in the bow press and turn it back straight, and it shouldn't move after that.
Okay.
But I mean, you do still run into issues like that every now and then. Sometimes you just get a bad string too that kind of just keeps rotating. All right, brother. You can take this thing in there and shoot it now.
All right. See what it does. That's closer to where it's shooting right there.
Up there? Yeah. So it's pretty dang close then.
Yeah, it's you've done a great job. You've set it up really close. I mean, left to right is there. I probably will mess with it the slightest bit. I'll shoot hundreds of shots on it before I really start getting anything very fine-tuned, and then I'll get it to where it needs to be. Well, Paul, this thing is shooting great. I'm a little low, but I got plenty of time to work that out.
All right, man, I'm glad you're happy with it, buddy.
Feels great in my hand. There's no vibration. Really is shooting with some energy. So, obviously, we got a long time before deer season. I'm gonna have this bow in my hand a lot, shooting it. I've got plenty of ways that I can make adjustments here. My rest is pretty much locked down. I need to get this pin set. What other things do I need to kind of keep an eye on?
Things you might run into on a new bow will be like some string rotation to your peep. You know, sometimes it can take a couple of hundred shots to get a string totally stretched in. Keep an eye on it, keep it waxed, and that's about it. Just shoot it, just keep shooting it, get used to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good shooting bow, and you've done a fantastic job setting it up for me. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, May is here, and you know what that is? May is the month for Redear and Bluegill fishing, so make plans now to get out there. Back in Western Kentucky, Daren Bowen, Creek Candy Lures. So this is the third time we've been out together. First time you showed us how you made your crankbaits. The next time we went out and we used them and had a good time. This is totally different today.
Totally different.
Today is all about going out and good old-fashioned fun and hopefully catching a mess of fish.
I've caught some very good red ear out of here, and they taste pretty daggone good. So hopefully we can get on a mess up today.
Well, let's go give it a try. The weather's perfect for it. If we can find a couple, and don't take me to make a mess.
I'm ready to put them in some grease. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Look at these red ear.
Dude, I told you, they're huge. Look at that one right there. Look at that.
They're everywhere in here. I saw about 5 that were all a pound.
They are just sitting there.
Hey, you know what this reminds me a little bit of? It's like fishing for bass on the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at here.
Holy cow.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God, those are exciting. Man, when you put 6-pound tests in, they're stretching and burning drag.
Oh gosh.
I mean, it doesn't get much more exciting than that. When you can reach down and grab your red ear and lip them like that.
You got yourself a fish.
You aren't kidding.
It's a meal for a king.
Oh, looky there. He took a run and just about jumped that stump out there, and I thought he's gonna saw my line off.
That's unbelievable.
Look at that. Now, people say, take a kid pan fishing. This will make an avid bass fisherman, muskie fisherman, anything go crazy.
Yep.
These things fight pound for pound like nothing else.
Take 2 old men fishing today.
That's right. Take me
Holy
fishing.
cow.
Wow, let's get some more, man. They're in here. I saw 5 or 6. Look, see that one right there? Watch this.
Look at that.
Oh, he broke my line.
Are you kidding?
That was a monster, and he sure enough did break my line.
Oh.
Look at that. Broke it right off there. That is crazy.
Ridiculous. And I tell you, what I like to use, Chad, is these butter worms. They last. I mean, a lot of times on the mealworms or wax worms, it seems you get one fish or one bite and it's gone. You can really use these multiple times.
They look a lot like what I hear a lot of people in Indiana call bee moths. Here we go. Man, they're all nice. I'll tell you what, this one ain't as big as the one broke me off of, but this is a good one.
Bro, there's tons of people out there that have never caught a bluegill that size.
Oh, yeah.
Or red ear. Yeah, that's crazy.
Probably the smallest one we've got yet, but it's still a really thick, nice fish.
Yep.
Oh, here's a whole nest of brand new ones. Get ready.
Look at that.
They're everywhere in here. Now these are called red ear. You can see this is a really good example of what a red ear looks like. See this big thing around its ear here, how red or orange it is? Some people also call them shell crackers. I'll tell you what, Daren, let's go over there.
Gotta find another spot.
Yeah, we're gonna catch some fish right here.
I guarantee they're all up in here.
We are literally spot fishing. This water is really clear, and with using some good lenses, we're picking the fish out and putting this in their nest, no bobber. So it's definitely a different approach. Here we go, let's see what they are. Bluegill or red ear? Bluegill.
Bluegill.
This place we just went over is covered in bluegill. We pulled up, they just took off, and hey, this is a good bluegill.
Yes, sir.
It's a little bitty joker.
Oh, here's a good one.
What you got there, Daren?
Buddy, there's nothing like the fight of a big bluegill. Look at how pretty. Would you look at that?
That is a beautiful fish. Out here in the middle hitting stuff.
That's all right. Little bluegill.
Hey, it's good for the next couple generations.
That's right. You know, and this is really what I look at when I go to paint my baits, patterns like this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been several times we'll be out fishing, I'll take a good picture just to match up my markings if I'm painting a bluegill pattern on a crankbait or something.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness. That joker is fat as he can be.
Oh, that's a nice one.
What you got there? Is that a good one?
It's a dandy.
Oh my goodness.
Look at there. What do you talk about some good eating?
No float, just casting a little bit of weight on these little butterworms out there and dragging them across their nest.
Big thing is going in there soft and easy, not spooking them. Because like I said, we come across these and they scattered everywhere.
Yep.
So let them settle back down, you know where they're at, come back and get some distance from them, and there you go.
You got yourself a fish fry right here.
Yes, sir, I'll be busy.
I'll tell you one thing, if you get a chance to get out and get after bluegill or red ear or panfish, take a kid, just get out there and do it. You can't beat it.
You take a kid out and catch something like this that's never caught a fish before, they're hooked for life.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thanks again. I hope you have a heck of a fish fry and have some friends over.
Hey, I'll give you a call.
All right, appreciate it. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here is Caleb Gorell with his first buck ever, a really nice deer taken in Henderson County. Nice job. Here we have Betty Smith, who took her very first deer ever with a crossbow in Salvisa, Kentucky. Nice job. Here we have Jessica Smith with a nice buck, her first ever taken with a rifle while hunting with her dad. Nice job. Check out this nice 11-point double drop time buck taken by David Smith of Salvisa, Kentucky. Nice job. Check out this Nelson County gobbler taken by Russell Strader. Nice job. Check out this nice Green River Lake crappie taken by Tom Blair. Congratulations. Stacy Ann Ball caught this beautiful crappie while fishing in the Cumberland River. Nice job. Here we have 8-year-old Aiden McMillan with his gobbler turkey that he took in Jefferson County. Aiden is 8 years old and took this with a 20-gauge shotgun. Nice job. Check out the smile on Blake Martin as he holds a nice largemouth bass that he caught in Woodford County. Congratulations. Summer's come in way too fast here in Kentucky, so make sure you take advantage of all of these beautiful spring days. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.